What Albertans are facing is a real challenge. It is a serious thing that families are facing all across this province, and something that we take very seriously.
A booming oil and gas industry shows the province recovering with a $3.9 billion surplus in its 2021-22 fiscal year. It's a surprise to the Alberta government, which said to expect over an $18 billion deficit. But skyrocketing energy prices launched the province into escaping the red and going back to black. But with an affordability crisis underway, are Albertans getting the help they need?
We are prepared as a government to do more affordability measures in the coming months, and I suspect I'll have more to say about that in August when we do the Q1 update. Our focus right now is on getting the affordability measures out that we have already announced.
The finance minister went on to list the government's suspension of the 13-cent-a-litre fuel tax and the electricity and natural gas rebates that are expected on utility bills soon. He also called on the federal government to stop or remove the carbon tax. Meantime, the New Democrats say the United Conservatives are taking credit for the surplus when it isn't of their making.
It is not enough for this government to pat itself on the back and throw itself a party while we see families struggling in a way they have not for 40 years with incredibly oppressive inflationary pressures and massive pressures in our healthcare system and funding cuts in our education system.
It's a sentiment shared by economist MOSHE Lander, who says the government needs to figure out what it'll do when the surplus stops again, and we go back to expecting a monumental deficit as we expected last year before this surprise increase in energy prices came.
The $3.9 billion is built on the back of record high oil and gas royalties, right? And that is not of their doing. That's not the Alberta advantage. That's Russian muckraking in Ukraine. So just as easily as this $3.9 billion surplus materialized, that $3.9 billion surplus could disappear.
In Edmonton, Safe Kaiser, City News.